I don't know if I got the camera set right or not. I can't tell. This should be about right. Anyway, I thought I would let you know I had a major answer to prayer. I've got another place to stay. But honest with you, I don't remember what I've told you guys and what I haven't, but basically I was told he's not going to be renting the space out anymore, so I was to be out of here first week in January. But as it turns out, I'm going to be out of here next week because I found a place in Scottsdale, which, if you're familiar with the Phoenix area at all, Scottsdale's a really nice area. In fact, it's one of the nicer areas. Gilbert is too. I really like Gilbert, but the place that I'll be going to is not really that super far. It's about 14 miles from here, so I'm not going to have to. I'll probably change my primary care doctor because there's an office. It's a different. It's not the same kind of office that I was going to, but it's in network. So that's the main thing, and it's only, according to Google Maps, it's 0.6 miles from where I'll be living. So I'm like what, 3 miles or whatever it is from my office here, and I'll be going there and be a half a mile from. So this is in Scottsdale, which is like I say, it's a really nice area. The house I'll be staying at is not quite as fancy as the one here, but it's going to be a lot better situation. For one thing, I'll have my own room with a door and privacy, so that'll be really, really nice. Plus, I'll be paying about $150 less than I was here, so that'll be an extra $150 in my pocket. So I'm really glad right now. I'm really happy about this because it's been a major worry for me. I hope I'm in the camera. Let's see. I can't really tell. I think I'm in the camera here. But yeah, I've been praying because it's like, I was thinking that, just looking at the cost of housing around here is just crazy. And found this one, it said $329. I'm like, holy crap, And I thought, hey, that's pretty good. Well, then I got to looking at it, and it was $329 a week. Well, add that up. That's about $1,400 a month. My math isn't that great, but according to what I took, that $329 times 52 weeks, divided up by 12 to get the monthly amount. It was like $1,425. And the thing was, a lot of these places that were like $329, the rooms look, according to the pictures, the rooms looked really crappy. And of course, you've got a lot of scammers on there. I went to looking on Craigslist. That's how I found this place. And that's actually how I found my new place too. But you guys might find this a bit funny. I love busting scammers. I love busting scammers. Well, anyway, I had one. This guy had this big elaborate article, and needs somebody who's really quiet and blah, 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 blah. And he said, we got rooms for $300 and rooms for $400. And I'm like, okay. So I sent him an email through Craigslist. And well, anyway, the guy gets back to me. And of course, you know, as soon as they start asking for money up front for all this stuff, well, we need this, we need to have background check, we need to have, you know, application fee, and da 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 da. You automatically know it's a scammer, because somebody who's just renting out a room, they don't go through all that crap. It's like I didn't have to go through any of that crap for the room that I've got now. Anyway, so he starts, and I was sharing it with Noel, the guy that has the Scotty dog. And we were laughing about it. I go, I guarantee you this guy's a scammer. So what I did is I told him, I said, I want to see the place in person before I said, I'm not going to give you a penny until I come there, see the place in person, or at least give me the address so I can drive by and look at it. Well, he sends me these bunch of pictures, right? Well, automatically, I mean, these guys, I guess there are stupid people out there. I ain't one of them. And so he sends me these pictures, and I told him, I said, that doesn't mean anything. I said, pictures can be fake, and as it turned out, they were. So anyway, I sat down at the computer, and the first picture that I looked at, you know, you can go on Google. For those of you, most of you probably know this, but you can take a picture, run it through Google, upload it, and it'll show you if it shows up anywhere else. So I take this picture. It's a picture of the kitchen, really nice kitchen, and I run it through Google. Boom, pops right up. It's a house in California. Dang bugs! It's a house in California that just sold, and it showed it was on this website of this real estate agency in California. So I was like, yep, busted, dude. So anyway, he's like, well, you know, can you send me the money for this, whatever? And it's like, no, I ain't giving you a dime, mofo. I said, oh, by the way, I said, that kitchen picture that you sent me is actually a house in California. Nice try, though. And about 2 hours later, he's like, LOL, are you serious? Like, yeah, you know I'm serious, you jerk off. Yeah, so, you know, a lot of these guys, a lot of these places, they're scammers. They want you to send them a bunch of money, and then you know you don't get anything in return. Back in Noel, the kind of roommate, one has the Scotty dog, he got ripped off for almost $1,000, but that was his own stupidity. And the funny thing is that the place that I'm renting, the guy almost hired Noel, because it also involves a job. Almost hired Noel until he found out he had a dog. At the last minute, in fact, it was funny because we were sitting there talking yesterday. I go, yeah, I had this other guy, and you know, that was a slam dunk. He had experience in this and stuff like that. Then I found out he had a dog. And I'm like, his name wasn't Noel, was it? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, that's kind of my roomie. And so anyway, what it is he normally rents the room for $900 a month. And it's a decent room. It's not huge, but it's a fairly decent bedroom. It's got a table and an office chair. It's got a closet. It's not necessarily what you call a walk-in closet, but I can hang a bunch of stuff there. It's got shelving. So I mean, it's a lot better situation than I have here. So I'm tickled, and it's a place that I feel. Oh, this thing's probably right in the way. Yeah, it's still in the way. I hope that wasn't in the way the whole time. If it was, I apologize. I still got more. Got all kinds of things hanging down here. So anyway, I caught the scammer. Yeah. But this guy, I actually went up there to Scottsdale yesterday and spent about 3 hours just sitting there talking. It's kind of hard to explain. But anyway, what he's going to do is, normally he rents the place for, I keep distracting myself, I'm sorry. He rents the place normally for about $900, and he's going to give it to me for $450. That's actually what he had in the ad. This is if you're able to do this job, which the job, he said I'd only have to really work about 8 hours a week. But like I told him, I said, you know, I'm willing to do a lot more, especially with my graphics experience, my video experience. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to bring to the table that he's going to be able to utilize. And he's actually talking about us collaborating, doing stuff together. I showed him a few of my videos, and he was quite impressed with them, even though you guys aren't. Hell with you. He was. And you guys ain't giving me no damn money anyway, so hell with you. So, but anyway, we like I said, we sat and talked for about 3 hours yesterday and talked about the possibilities of what we could do. I've also got a garden spot in the backyard. He's got like a bunch of, he's really into like organic stuff, and he's a vegan guy, which I'm not. I told him, I said, I ain't vegan. I like my bacon. But no, the kitchen's really nice. He's got all kinds of appliances in there. He's got a thing to make smoothies. I mean, he's got everything. And plus, I won't have to be fighting 16 other people for the bathroom. It's just he and I live in there. So, I think I was telling my, and luckily I'm glad, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'm really glad my sister talked me out of camping, because she was like, you know, I told her, so I think I'm just going to get some property and go back to camping and stuff like that. And she's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Da, 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 da. You know, and I listened to her, you know, because she made some really good points. And I said, well, it just kind of depends. You know, I can't be paying $800 to $1,400 a month. Hell, I don't even make $1,400 a month. That'd be more than my entire check. So I said, we're just going to have to see how things work out. So I've really been praying about it. So I really see this as an answer to prayer. And the guy and I are worlds apart as far as our world views and stuff. He was telling me how he's like a shaman, healing shaman, and used to have a healing center and all this stuff. But to be honest with you, I'm seeing it as an opportunity to, you know, lead him to Christ. And but he's a super nice, seemed like a super nice guy. We hit it off. You know, we were laughing and joking, and we really hit it off really well. And so I'm going to be out of here. Probably not totally. I'm probably still going to have to come back and get a few things, but I'm planning on moving in there Monday, 16th. So, and be out of here. But like I say, I'll have to come back, do some cleaning, and gather up some of my other stuff. But I'm going to load whatever I can this weekend, and I'm going to go up there and be up. And like I say, it's in Scottsdale, and it's just off Scottsdale Road. It's like really, really close to everything, which is really, really nice. But it's in a really secluded kind of neighborhood, you know, to where it's super quiet. You don't hear anything. You don't hear any, it's far enough off the beaten path where you don't hear any traffic. It's super quiet. It's quieter than it is here. But I was just I felt really at home there yesterday. I really liked it. It's a small place. It's a small house. You know, like I say, the bedroom's not that super big, but it's big enough. I don't think it's quite as much space as I have here, but it doesn't really matter. I've got the bed, a desk, closet. I've got, you know, end table. I've got everything I need. So, and also I have a shed. He has a shed. I have my own shed that I can store stuff in. So, which is not something I have here. so I can unload a lot of crap from my Explorer and put it in the shed, and that'll be nice. So yeah, like I say, Scottsdale is known as one of the, I want to say, ritzier areas, but it is really, really nice. It's where the country club is. I think it's where they have like pro golf at the Scottsdale. I don't remember what the name of the golf course is, but they do have like pro golf tournaments up there and stuff. So Scottsdale is a very nice area. It's got some, like you go down to Old Town Scottsdale, which I'm not very far from, probably about a mile from Old Town Scottsdale. I guess that's pretty cool to go to, so I'll be taking some video of that. It's actually a more interesting area than Gilbert. I mean, Gilbert, there's things to see, but it's not, like downtown Gilbert is different. You know, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just not as picturesque. Let me put it that way. I love downtown Gilbert. You guys saw downtown Gilbert in one of the videos that I did, but I think you guys will enjoy the ones of like Old Town Scottsdale and stuff like that a little bit more. And I don't have to travel that far. So, like I say, it's about 14 miles where I'm living. Is about 14 miles from here, and it's about, my best friend Mark was asking me how, what the address was to see how far it was from where he lived, and it's only about 30 minutes, which is about half the time, because it's like an hour from there to here in Gilbert. So, he's going to be here for about 3 weeks in January, so that'll be perfect. I'll be able to do some dinking around and going and looking at stuff, and that'll be fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what else to tell you. That's about it. Yeah, it's nice because it'd just be he and I doing laundry. I won't have to fight, because here it's almost impossible to find somebody not using the washing machine. I mean, it's like sometimes last time I did laundry, I had to wait 10 days. The people get up at 4 o'clock in the frickin' morning and put their laundry on. They're not supposed to do it until 7. But people be getting up, putting on their laundry. You go in there to do laundry. Somebody's already got it going. It's like impossible. And like Noah, he was griping about it. He goes, I'm going to have to go to the laundromat. He says, can't ever find the damn thing open so you can use it. So, don't have that issue. There's a lot of issues I won't have, as far as like the bathroom and the shower, and it's just myself and Rick. Rick is the landlord. Just myself and Rick doing them, living there. So, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm really looking forward to it. Getting up there, and like I say, it's Thursday. I'm probably not going to have everything loaded up, but I'm still going to go there. I'm just going to load what I need, load my bedding, load my food, blah, 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 and be up there Monday and move in and not have to deal with this crap here. This is because, and here's the thing too, and I don't know, I may have already mentioned this, I don't remember what I've said or what I haven't, but, and I was telling my sister this, that I said, that this was never, I always viewed this as a temporary place until I found something else. I've still, the whole time I've been here, I've been on waiting lists and stuff and looking for somewhere else to live. And it just so happened the timing on it is definitely, man, I'm getting like eaten up. Bugs, mosquitoes or something. Something bit me. Itching. But, so the timing is perfect because here I haven't been able to find anything the whole time, and then all of a sudden, boom, right when I need to be out, it opens up. So, and plus I'll be working, like I say, I'd be paying for half my rent by doing the work, and doing video and audio work, which is stuff that I love anyway. It's like I told him, I said, I don't even view it as work. To me, it's fun. It's my hobbies, so I said the thing is, the nice thing is not only being able to make money at what you do, but loving what you do. Being able to make money to where you're doing things that you'd be doing anyway. So I told him, I said I'd be doing stuff like this anyway, so why not, do this to help him out. And plus he's talking about me getting on doing podcasts and stuff on this international site that he's got going, and it's there's a lot of different things we talked about yesterday that if it pans out, it might turn out to be kind of a lucrative deal for both of us with my skills doing graphics and video and stuff like that. So, and like I said, I showed him my videos that I did, and he was quite impressed with them. He was like, yeah, he says we can utilize a lot of that. And he's got some other people that he wants to set me up with, that for us to collaborate and do stuff. And so it could be a lot of fun. It could really be a lot of fun. Plus, it's a place that I'm looking at that I think I could stay at long term. And the guy Rick, he's 10 years older than I am, but he doesn't look it. He's kept himself in really good shape. And I told him, I said, dude, you look younger than me. And I don't look that old for my age, what people tell me anyway. So they could be lying. You're a bunch of liars. But no, I've had a lot of people tell me that I look, 10 years younger than I am. I don't really on camera probably, but in real life, I look a lot better in real life than I do. I am not photogenic at all. But yeah. So I'm just really tickled. You couldn't tickle me more if you stuck a feather at my butt. So yeah, yeah. So I'll be honest with you, I will miss Gilbert, but the thing is, I'm not that far away. I'm 15 minutes away. So that's not that big a deal. I mean, shoot, when I lived in Payette, I worked in Weiser, which was 15 minutes away up the road, and not that big of a deal. And it's freeway most of the way. Now, I didn't come home freeway last night because it was like at rush hour, and it's like, no, I'm going to the side roads. But going up there, I went up what they call Loop 101, and then we're hit Highway 60, which is man, there's something in the air out here. Highway 60, which is the freeway going east and west, and then you take off and then you hit Loop 101, which goes north and south, and you just take that all the way up to my exit, and then once I hit the exit, I'm only a few blocks from the house. So I've already done my address change online with the U.S. Postal Service, and I just need to contact like my express scripts, which I got to remember to do, and let them know my new address so they don't keep shipping stuff here. And I'm not sure. I have to think of who else I need to notify as far as my, and I'm going to have a different PCP, set that up there. Now, it was supposed to have an appointment this morning with my PCP here, and they called and left a message, because I didn't hear them call last night. They called and left a message and said that doctor wasn't going to be in today, so we need to reschedule. Well, there's no sense in doing that since I'm not going to be here after this weekend. So I'll just go ahead and let them know that I'm going to be switching, and then I'll get set up with my new PCP up in Scottsdale. But I'm glad that I found something on the east side of Phoenix where I was before. Even though it's north of here, it's north. It doesn't really go that much further west, so I'm still not in Phoenix. I'm, outside of Phoenix. So, in a suburb. So, and Scottsdale's really nice. Like I say, I'm going to have to explore and see what all is there, because this area here I've gotten to know really, really well. But I'll do the same thing with up there. I'll do the same thing up there. Be able to, see what all is there and and Planet Fitness is a little bit further away. Here it's only like 3 miles, but even there it's only like 5 miles. So it's not that big of a difference. You know, so I'll have to change my home gym again. Something. But yeah, I don't know what all he's got here. Oh. Yeah. He's got some chest of drawers or something sitting here, so dresser. So you set that on there. And hopefully, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell whether I'm in the camera, you know, or not, but I think I am. Oh, man. Nice and shaded here. More or less. It's a little shaded over there. I gotta go over here and look over this wall and see. Anyway, I just like talking, apparently, even if I don't have anything to talk about. But anyway, thank you those who've been praying for me, because this was definitely, I mean, there just was nothing there. Everything I was looking at was a minimum $800 or more, $800 to $1,400 for the room. You know, there's a need for housing right now, and I really honestly thought, unless God intervenes, I'm not going to be able to find anything that's affordable. And to find a place where I'm going to be paying $150 less than here, and have privacy, and just be in a better situation all the way around. You know, and I'm just really, like I say, I couldn't tickle me more if you stuck a feather up my butt. I don't know, it's like Mark said, Mark goes, it sounds like it's too good to be true, and I'm like, well, you know, God answers prayer, that's all I can say, because this is definitely an answer to prayer. Because it's just, you know, like I say, to find a place that cheap, and like I say, it wouldn't be that cheap if I didn't have the skills that I've developed with doing the stuff that I've been doing while I've been here, and learning all the programs I've learned since I've been here. You know, so the timing on things just seems to always work out, you know. So now I can take the skills that I've acquired here. I mean, some of them I already had, but I've developed new skills, and you know, I've improved on the ones that I had. And so, you know, when I applied, he wanted me to send a resume. So basically, I just sent a resume, a shortened resume, saying, "Hey, here are the things that's relevant to what you're asking," and just listed all the programs I was familiar with, listed what I'd done, what I could do, and all that. And you know, I'm looking forward to getting there and getting settled in, getting busy, you know, doing the stuff that he wants me to do, and develop on my skills even further, you know. And seeing what he and I can collaborate on to make some moolah, you know what I mean? So I just really, I feel there's a lot of potential. I feel that God put me in this position for a reason. and that, you know, like I say, he and I hit it off really, really well. He and I were laughing and joking, and just, you know, I can tell we're going to get along really, really well. He was a pretty cool guy. And I think that he thought the same of me, you know. So then he was texting me today saying, hey, do you need this? Do you need this? Do you need this? I'm like, yeah. And so he said, all right, got you covered. So I can't wait to get up there. And the guy who is living there now, whose place I'll be taking, he's out of there on Sunday. So Rick told me, he says, you can move in as early as Monday. So I'm like, okay. And so I had to pay him a prorated version, even though I'd already paid my $600 here. I still had to pay him a prorated version, which, I mean, we were kind of going back and forth on it, but I just felt to be fair to everybody, you know, so it's not sitting empty for him. You know, it's like, okay, he said he would prorate it for me, so I'd pay him $225 plus the $200 deposit. So, you know, I wanted to be fair to him as well as myself. So I was able to get some money out of the parents' account. My sister was able to send to me, and so I could get into the place, because otherwise, I don't know. You know, it's when you only get as much Social Security money as I get every month, you know, you're very limited. But I was afraid, you know, God, am I going to find anything that's lower than here? You know, I've got to find something that's lower than here. And so as it works out, like I said, it's $150 less than I'm paying here. So, which is, if you were to look through the ads, either you know, Craigslist or one of the other apartments.com or whatever that you look on, it's expensive. This area is very expensive, and there's a lot of people in need of housing. So they jack the prices up, supply and demand, you know how that goes. So anyway, I thought I would pass that on, let you guys know I do have a place to stay in Scottsdale, which I'm really, really happy about. I think it'll work out really, really well, and I think it'll work out long term. It's a place I can stay at long term and not have to worry about moving anytime soon. So, thank you for your prayers. Appreciate it, and continue to pray for me that I'd be able to witness to Rick and, you know, develop a rapport and a relationship to where, you know, he listen to what I have to say, because he's really deep into all this metaphysical stuff, you know, and all that. And some of you may be too, but I don't believe in that crap. I believe in the biblical perspective of things, so it don't jive. But I can still be friends with the guy. I can still, as Jesus did. Jesus was friends with the Sadducees and Pharisees and the tax collectors. And he got criticized for hanging with them. But like he said, those who are well don't need a physician, but those who are sick, those who are in need. So my problem right now is I'm impatient. I want to hurry up and get up there, move on to the next leg in my life, you know. And I do still have that angioplasty on the 27th. Well, it's the angiogram, but it'll probably turn into an angioplasty, because he said that my stress test showed that there was some kind of blockage, possibly some kind of blockage, more than likely. And they might have to put in a stent. He said one of the bypasses might have failed, and they might have to put in a stent or whatever. So we'll find out, I guess. Merry Christmas. It's after Christmas, though. So 2 days after Christmas. Day before my sister's birthday. So, anyway, yeah, I need to shut up. I'll talk to you later. Alright, I don't know if I got a video of me walking to the house last time. Well, you can tell little Scotty's been out here. These little footprints. He wouldn't come out here harder the last time that I got him to come out. And now he's like, he loves it out here. He comes out here and he likes the smell of some of those bushes. He'll go up and rub up against them. Don't have any palm trees where I'm going to be living, but the neighbors do. There's a neighbor just like a few houses away that's got these 3 big tall palm trees. One of them's one of those really big tall skinny ones. Get into the shade here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the people that live in this place here, they got this screaming kid that'll be like screaming at like 3 in the morning. Uh-oh. There's the troublemaker girl again.
I'm just the one growing the troublemaker.
What?
I said I'm just the one growing the troublemaker.
Growing the troublemaker?
I'm still growing.
Maybe not upward, but outward. That's what I used to say. It's like, yeah, I'm